All right, since I have all the doors open, might as well do the exterior video. My wife is calling me like crazy, which always disrupts these videos, so I'm gonna try to hurry. It's Christmas time, so they're out shopping, and we have I'm on the volunteer fire department here in Mesa County. We have a Christmas party tonight, so got to do a gift exchange, or want to participate, I should say. Although it's kind of funny with those things, because I think there's some fun gifts a lot of times. People go put a lot of thought into them. My wife, on the other hand, is probably gonna find something on the comical side that nobody else appreciates. But anyway, so 2005 GMC Sierra, loaded, leather, heated, yeah. I already did a video and lots of photos of that. Long bed, crew cab, 4-wheel drive, 1 ton. I know, they're very rare. It's in great shape. There's not a spot of rust on it. I just had the clear coat that was kind of coming off on this side redone, because that was the only really paint flaw other than some scratches and little dings in it. There's not a spot of rust on this thing, not on the cab, not on the bed, and not on the frame. You guys in the Midwest, East Coast, where I sell most of our Jeep parts to, specifically bodies, tubs, frames, etc., are gonna love this thing. For its age of this truck, not only is it amazing aesthetically, but it just had a complete motor rebuild done. I have all the receipts for that. I'll include photos of those. It was I don't even remember, a lot of money. It was over 10,000. I think it was in the neighborhood 12, 13,000 to have this motor done the way we did it. It was top to bottom, all the machine work. It wasn't just some pop the heads and do something light on it. Nope, it had all the way down to the crank, machine work done. It had I think they just honed the cylinders. I don't think they had to go up any sizes on those. The only issue we had with it, and the reason we did it, is it just had a lack of power. And I felt like it was during COVID, felt like we could get a little bit more power. I have another one of these trucks, so I was used to having them quite a bit more power. And I'm not talking power to go out and, race down the street with. I was talking just pulling power. I was noticing going over the big hills to Denver, from where we are, we have that area called the Gauntlet, and it's just where they test out new vehicles. So I could go up them, and I could go up with a trailer, no problem, but it just was super slow. It just felt like it was always just asking for more. So I don't have any chips on it. I'm sure I could have improved it that way, but I went ahead and we had the time with everything that, like I said, it happened during COVID. Had an amazing, still do, amazing engine builder that works for me, and we just meticulously went through it. When we had time, we work on it, and it took us a little bit longer than it probably should have, but it got done right, and partly because we were moving and cranking on other motors and stuff for the Jeep stuff that we do. So, but with that, I'll get more into the mechanical side of that here in a minute. I'll do a full video on mechanics, the engine. I'll go back over that stuff, and I already did the interior, like I said. And I'll talk more specifics, exactly what was done, what was replaced, and then, like I said, I'll include some photos of receipts and stuff that we have from all that stuff. So, okay, and yes, we did it in-house, so we obviously saved that kind of labor, although that's not the way the company that I own runs. We actually bill out, our service department bills our maintenance department, and back and forth. We do it for tax reasons, but because of that, there is actually an invoice that'll show all that stuff and whatnot. So the pricing on that is going to be exactly what a customer would have spent, and then you can kind of get a bird's eye view of it that way. Okay, but I realized a minute ago a guy pulled up, and I'm like, why in all this area out here is a guy pulling up around me when I live right over the hill over here? And then I realized that I'm sitting in a water fill station. So Sunday, I don't think we're going to be super busy out here, but if there's any cars that pull in, that's why. And I'll try to wrap this up so we don't have to take up anybody's space. I'm kind of in the center, so I think they can get around me. But okay, so brand new tires, okay, literally like 3 months old, all right, front and rear. Leveling kit put on the front. That was nice, kind of gave it a little bit more of a level stance like it should have. This has got oversized springs on the rear, okay? Just means that if you're gonna be planning to tow with it or put a camper in it, you're gonna be pretty much set up. I actually have a set of bags for airbags. I never installed them because you really don't need them on this truck. The springs are so heavy on this thing. Driving it light is a little bouncy, but if you're always gonna have maybe a toolbox, a fuel cell, which I probably have one if you need one, we could work something out on that guy. Or tools or whatnot, toolbox, then I wouldn't, then it'll ride just fine. A little bit of weight back here goes a long ways with its riding smoothness. So again, I'll go over to that when we do a test drive, because you'll probably get a kind of a feeling for it there. Okay, as I said before, the doors, this side for some reason had clear coat peeling on them, so I had that redone recently. I had the front windows tinted to match the rear factory tint, and put on a set of nice factory GMC wheels. Okay, the ones I had on it before were nice. They were the upgraded ones, but these ones I like a little bit better. I think they look a little nicer. So, and then overall, it's got like I'd say like a 8 out of 10, 7, 8 out of 10, just because it does have a couple scratches in the bed, a couple little small dings, but no major damage, no major accident, no accidents, and fender flares match the black, and new, ballast. This is actually, it was all on it, so they detailed it for me and it came out awesome. So and I'll show the motor a little bit more. Oh, she's texting me again. Oh, there's the text that came through earlier. Yep, that's as I suspected. Butt blast and hot sauce. I'm sure the firefighter families are gonna like that. Anyway, so I'll close the doors up. I think they kind of look a little, it's kind of nice seeing everything open, close. See it all line up there. Okay, body lines are excellent. Like I said, never had an accident. I upgraded the mirrors. I had those really stupid little, almost like a sport mirror on this thing when I got it, and I don't know why they even bothered to put those things on. It was just like this little itty bitty mirror, and these ones are tow mirrors. They got all the bells and whistles in them. You can even wire in I think this is like a reverse light, and their wiring's in there. I never bothered to hook that up, but it's heated mirrors, power mirrors. Okay, and yep, she's texting me something else, so I'm gonna have to take a minute and look at that, but I don't want to kill the video. So okay, again, all the lines, body lines look great. I guess I already did photos of the hood. I can open it back up, or we can just include this since it's kind of exterior. That's what I'll do. I'll just close it and open it back up, so, because I'm sure on the mechanic side of things. So, okay, got a couple rock chips out of the paint up here, but it's nice, straight, clean hood, no hail damage. Okay, it's got the lights at the top, the amber lights. Those are kind of cool. I wish all of them came with those. A little bit of wear on the paint from stepping in and out of it there on the lower door, but again, no rust, nice shiny metal. If you're gonna be in a rusty area, I would definitely get in here and coat anything bare, and I'd probably suggest putting some sort of heavy duty liner on the underside so you don't rust away again. So a couple little chips out of the bed, nice bed, diamond plate caps up here, a couple scratches here and here. Okay, tailgate's excellent shape. I know these always get beat up. And then it does have, I got some leaf springs back here I meant to toss out, but I forgot. It does have a plastic liner, okay? So, and it is a GMC one. I think it's been on there since. All right, tailgate's beautiful, 2-inch receiver hitch. And since we're kind of, sometimes I break these up, but I'm just gonna do it all at once unless I get a call from her. So I wish I had it on the lift still, but I don't. So, okay, there's your frame on the outside. Probably wonder what I'm doing. Okay, transmission was serviced about 5,000 miles ago, so about 3,000 miles after the rebuild. Okay, there's your fuel tank down there. And like I said, there's no rust on this guy. Disc brakes in the rear. Not all beat up from wheeling in it. It's never really been wheeled in. Never while we've had it anyway. Just kind of been a work truck, so. All right, and if you're wondering about the T-case, that was done and fixed. They had an issue with those, where the casing wasn't clearance right, so most of those were done. You learn very quickly after you bought a truck if it wasn't done, because they wear through the case, but this one's all nice and good. And it's been that outer case half has been replaced on it, so. All right. I think I covered everything on it on the outside anyway. I'll get back here and give you kind of a bird's eye view of it. I'll get some photos of it with it all closed up. I think the photos I took earlier with it, I'm about to pee my pants, so. She's a great truck. You know, people always ask the one question I always seem to get, no matter what we're selling, is as far as mechanical or something that runs and drives, is if I flew out and jumped in it and drove it, you know, drove it home, would I have any issues? And no, absolutely not. I trust this truck. Matter of fact, we just took this truck to Los Angeles. Let's see, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, we went out there for Disneyland, took the kiddos out. Kind of an early Christmas present for them, because we get really, really busy in January, and have a 4-year-old and a 10-month, well now 11-month-old. So anyway, it did fantastic. I mean, just an absolute pleasure to drive. I actually pulled a little car hauler out and bought a Jeep while I was out there. It's always hard not to do something when we're on the road. So this guy's coming in here. All right, so my cell 970-589-2089. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, and just look forward to the rest of the videos I put up and photos, and hopefully everything will be answered for you guys. Thanks a lot.